Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's nice to be back. Anyways, let's address the elephant in the room. I haven't posted on this YouTube channel like a traditional video in like probably a month or 2 months. I know it's been a while, and that's only because I didn't want to put any bullshit out. So in this next video, I'm gonna be elaborating on the last video that I made, and a lot has changed since I made that video. And how I look at it too is that for me as a human being, I feel like putting that video out was good for my mental health. I really felt like it helped me understand one thing and one thing only, that I actually don't care about having that many friends. See, what happened was after I made that video, so many people reached out and said, I want to hang out with you, I want to meet you. And it was just kind of weird because you're online, and some of these people have obviously seen my video and want to kind of get some insight into who I am in real life. I tend to really not interact with people who know me from online, only because it's just a little weird. It felt like they only wanted to meet me because of the video, not specifically for me. So I kind of cut that short and stopped doing that. As far as dating, it was pretty insane how many matches I would get on Hinge and all these different apps. I did meet a couple of people. There was like out of the 10 to 20 women that I actually went on dates. There was one in particular that I really liked, but she had a lot of issues as far as like her exes and stuff like that. So I could tell she probably was like in the same stage as me that I was when I made that video. Now it's kind of like I realize I just don't care about having so many friends. I don't care about having access to women. So I'm gonna give you 3 ways on why you shouldn't care about having friends. Most of the time, people kind of want to use you for a means to an end. If they see something that you have value in, most likely they just want to hang out with you because of that. And they want to get something out of you, and as soon as they get it out of you, they're gone. I feel like certain people don't value your time as much as you value your time. If you're a person that values your time, understand that a lot of your friends are going to waste your time. Sometimes they don't even mean to do it. They just do it subconsciously. They feel like because you're their friend, like you would do this for them and stuff like that, and vice versa. It's not nothing wrong with that. I think that's good. But it's like having the self-awareness and understanding the things around you to understand, okay, my friend can't come out because they're working today. But then you try to convince them to come out and say, come on, just come out, when you know they're working. I've done it before, and like once I realized, wait, someone's busy this day. They told me they were busy the other day. I'm not gonna bother them. I'm gonna let them be. So things like that. You just gotta have that respect for your friends. And I feel like there's just not a lot of people out there like that, quality friends that respect your time as much as you respect theirs, if you do respect their time. When I talk about why I don't care about having a lot of friends, it goes back to what I was saying. There's not a lot of people that are quality friends. To be honest, there's a lot of people you don't want to be friends with. And that's not me saying it like I'm better or anything like that. Some of them are like issues that I need to take care of too. So I'm not the type to judge anybody based on what's going on in their lives, but I realize, okay, this person may not be a good for me right now at this point in my life. Maybe I should step back. It ain't even them. I realize some of the issues I have, and I don't even want to put that on them because maybe they're in a better position than you, or these are not the type of people you want to attract. It could go both ways. You want to just focus on having quality friends, and if that means cutting off friends that don't kind of fall into your category of the life you're living, your lifestyle, you might want to cut them off and get away from them as fast as possible. I'm not saying that you can't have friends that have different lifestyles, but it's gotta be at a level that doesn't impede on your values. Like if you've got friends that do really good in certain areas, but they smoke or do heroin, then why am I gonna go hang with them? Even if I'm doing a good job at what I'm doing, I'm not willing to do drugs to enhance my skills or growth. So why am I hanging with them? You are who you hang around. Or just like if someone smokes weed all the time and you don't, then why are you hanging around them? It's gonna be weird. They're gonna be high all the time and you're not. And that's just gonna cause problems. Have you ever been to a bar where there's a bunch of hoochie mamas and bachelorettes that are getting drunk out of their minds because they had 3 martinis and you had one little 5% alcohol beer? It's not fun. It's not fun to be sober around other people who aren't sober. And me, as a person that considers myself pretty sober. Like, I really don't drink a lot. I don't smoke weed like that. I don't mess with that stuff because I feel like, for me personally, it takes me off focus. I feel like I'm dead brain when I'm on any of these substances, but when I'm off of them, my brain feels like it's on a whole nother, like, on some shit. Like, I feel so productive and like motivated to get up and do certain things. But any substance abuse just makes me feel off. So that's why, me personally, I watch who I'm around. And that's why I don't care about having friends as much. And me being intimate like this is very hard. I don't like putting this stuff online, but I don't know, maybe it helped some young guys who are growing in this world and they feel like, oh, maybe I have to do this because it's the new way. Because there's a lot of things in the world now, it's over-sexualized. You're almost not cool if you don't do certain drugs. I don't judge. Like I said, if you do drugs to experiment and stuff like that, that's you. I guess my only problem with drugs is that, like, a lot of people will let it take over their lives and then they get pushed to the other edge. I know I realize I brought up drugs a lot, but that's just an example that I can relate with. I'm only speaking from experience. Anyways, the next part of this video is gonna be talking about the verdict of all the 3 topics and telling you, based on my experience, why you shouldn't want friends. But obviously, we talked about focusing on the friends that you do have and understanding, like, your surroundings or the type of people you're hanging around. Like, just understanding, like, people's different little things and things of that nature. The second part, we talked about, like, time. Like, be around people who value your time. You don't want to just be around people who are just there. And then the third way is, like, understanding when certain people in your life, like, they don't have the same values as you. And that goes back to point number 1, like I said, because, you know, be around people who value you and are not trying to use you or using you as a means to an end. Understandably, just watch yourself. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the 3 pointers really helped you out. I hope that this video really gave you some insight, even if it's kind of vague. I'm kind of rambling. This is me just being straight up and honest with you. Anyways, peace.